What do you think of Mike Wallace and the Geico Chevrolet?
Whatever. He's out there selling car insurance. I'm out there to win.
Isn't he your cousin?
I didn't say I wouldn't go fishing with the man. All I'm saying is, he comes near me, I'll put him in the wall.
But you don't race in the Busch Series.
Listen, go-kart track, grocery store, those remote-controlled boats. When it comes to Mike Wallace, the story ends with me putting him in the wall.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you.
Watch your team's out-of-market games live online. Major League Baseball right to your desktop. MLB.tv. Sign up now on ESPN.com.
On the field. Painful last night of the regular disastrously bad. It made me stop and go. The power of Mike. Hi, everybody. We're back and better than ever. Mike and Mike in the morning, and Golic is in a good mood today because Angel Cabrera struck a blow for fat guys everywhere, winning the U.S. Open yesterday.
Want a sandwich? Want a drink? Want to smoke? Angel Cabrera is your guy, and he's your winner. He makes it great for all of us big guys.
I think we all understand the theme of the U.S. Open was smoking a pancake. Mike and Mike in the morning getting started right after Sage Steele in Sports Center. Sage?
Thanks, guys. Good morning. Well, those of you at home probably know this stat. Tiger Woods has never come from behind to win a major. Sunday, he began the day 2 shots out of the lead at Oakmont. Let's see what the day would bring in case you missed it. Outside of Pittsburgh, the U.S. Open, Angel Cabrera going toe-to-toe with Tiger in the final round, and this is his approach on the 15th. And look at this. He almost holds it, leaving himself a short putt for birdie. Cabrera can't believe it. He would tap in to get to +3. Woods for birdie on 18. He needs this to force the playoff with Cabrera. The putt starts right, tries to come back, and just never quite gets there. Woods would par, and Cabrera begins to celebrate in the clubhouse. Woods still winless in majors when not leading coming into the final round. But second, not bad. Cabrera racing the championship trophy with a final score of 5 over. So not a bad day, and what a week for Argentina. 2 of the country's athletes won a major pro championship in America this week. The Spurs' Manu Ginobili with his 3rd NBA title, and Cabrera taking home his first career major at the age of 37. How about NASCAR in Michigan yesterday, lap 166. Look at Jimmy Johnson. He's leading, but Carl Edwards, he goes outside and passes Johnson on the high line. Edwards coming all the way from the back of the pack to take the lead, and then he takes the checkered flag. Edwards getting his first win in 52 races, and you got to have the backflip, right? In victory lane, Edwards continues celebrating by clipping the beard of crew member Tom Jockey, who hasn't shaved since Edwards last won in November of 2005. Wow. Other news and notes this morning. Formula One rookie sensation Lewis Hamilton won the U.S. Grand Prix at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, his 2nd win in as many weeks. Kobe Bryant implied again that he wants to be traded, this time on his website. And the Cubs spoke to Major League Baseball officials, but have yet to receive word on when or for how long first baseman Derek Lee will be suspended for his part in a brawl over the weekend. Still ahead on Mike and Mike in the morning, much more on Angel Cabrera's U.S. Open victory. Did he win it, or did Tiger Woods lose it? Plus, more on the latest trade requests from Kobe. So what does this guy really want? Mike and Mike are back with that in 2 minutes.
Ruby Tuesday's recipe? Simple. 1 fresh squeeze, served with friends. Finished off with fresh prime, custom grilled. Our jumbo lump crab cake, our premium aged prime sirloin. That's simple, fresh American dining.
New Fruit 2O Energy. Rich in B vitamins and flavor. It's the only vitamin-enhanced water with this amount of calories. 0. New Fruit 2O Energy.
Hot soup, $4. Cold medicine, $11.
blanket, $24. Making it all better. Priceless. With PayPass on your MasterCard, just tap and go.
Why does that bother you?
Why does it bother me? So easy a caveman can do it?
Well, it's just a commercial.
Okay. Well, what if it said Geico.com, so easy a therapist can do it?
Well, that commercial wouldn't make sense to me.
Why not?
Well, therapists are...
Are what? Smart? My mother's calling. I'll put it on speaker.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
This is Mike and Mike in the Morning on ESPN Radio, delivered by the new AT&T. Introducing wireless from AT&T, formerly Singular. The new AT&T, your world delivered.
Good morning. We're back in better than ever. Mike and Mike in the Morning on ESPN Radio, delivered by the new AT&T. We're live on TV on ESPN2 and in fantastic ESPN2 HD. It is Monday, the 18th of June, the year 2007. We hope you had a happy and healthy and safe Father's Day, everybody. It is a Father's Day tradition unlike any other. Get out of the room. I'm watching the U.S. Open. That's how I spent my day yesterday, and I hope you did too.
How about it? I mean, I wonder if that's what it is. Kids give the father the present, and then get out of Dodge, get out, and let's watch some golf.
Has there ever been, in the history of any sport, a greater juxtaposition than watching Tiger Woods, who is yoked?
Yeah.
I mean, who is stacked? Something has happened to Tiger Woods. A funny thing has happened on the way to the U.S. Open. Tiger Woods' biceps look like canned hams, and had to have him going head-to-head with Angel Cabrera, who was walking up the fairway chain-smoking cigarettes.
He couldn't light his cigarettes fast enough after his shot.
He's doing shots of Cuervo in the sand traps, trying to keep his nerves together. Has there ever been, Mike, in the history of any sport, a greater juxtaposition? Truly, when they were standing next to each other at the trophy ceremony, they were the number 10.
This is a win for all of the people like me. That's what it is. That's what I was watching. Angel Cabrera, the guy got a little pot belly to him, couldn't catch a smoke fast enough. Yeah, you were wondering how quick he wanted to get to the 19th hole, to get himself something else as he's sitting there watching to see if Furyk and Tiger are going to help hand him the tournament. It was amazing. And then Tiger's got, I don't know if these shirts are tailored or what, but man, he looks good, looks athletic. And then,
Mike, he looks huge.
He does.
Tiger looks huge.
He does. He looks good, and Cabrera looks huge as well in a different sense. I will say I didn't have to watch the entire 18 as slow as it was moving. The wife and I got a good hour and a half walk in. You know what I'm talking about? Good little work. No, seriously, a walk.
Yeah.
A workout, a walk.
That's a good walk spoiled. You know what I'm saying?
Around the neighborhood?
Yeah.
I think we missed 2 holes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unbelievable from badly triple bogeying the first hole, the guy in the last group with Tiger. It was moving pretty darn slow, but it was interesting. You just watch. You were waiting. You had lead changes, and at the end of the day, when Cabrera was sitting in the clubhouse with the lead, you were just waiting for either Furyk or Woods to at least tie, and you'd have an 18-hole playoff today. But Furyk gives it up on the 17th, and Tiger's hitting greens all day and just cannot hit a stinking putt.
Mike and Mike in the Morning. If you didn't watch a lot of this weekend, essentially, Tiger Woods hit 17 out of 18 greens on Saturday.
He was number 1 for the tournament in greens in regulation,
and
number 1.
He could not buy a birdie putt. He just couldn't do it.
5th in putting. That's going to kill you. You know what they say, driving for show and putting for dough.
Yep.
You know what? That's what he was putting for, and he was 45th in this tournament putt and could not make that birdie putt, couldn't get anything done.
Now, he did grind one par putt after another out yesterday.
Absolutely
but
did.
He kept putting himself in positions where he had to do that, and he had chances, and Furyk had chances, and I'm rooting for one of them to catch up to Cabrera. There was something kind of lovable and cuddly about Cabrera, but I wanted to see more golf. I would have loved an 18-hole playoff today.
Absolutely.
And I always root for Tiger. So I'm rooting for both Furyk and Tiger down the stretch. I've interviewed Furyk a few times. He seems like a real good guy. I wanted him to win. He's in Pittsburgh in front of his home fans, right, and everything else. And when he pulls out the driver on 17,
what is he doing?
If you weren't watching this yesterday, here's basically what happens. Cabrera, who hits one unbelievable shot, he hit the longest drive I've ever seen in my entire life.
396-yard drive. It's unreal.
He's got sort of a bunch of lovable, kind of cuddly, cute, fat guy mannerisms. He's very nervous. He's smoking.
He is, yeah.
My wife is rooting for him like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
She loves him
He's
now.
the everyman is what he is.
So he has posted a number. He's posted 5 under, and everyone's got to go get him. Furyk, with 3 consecutive bogeys on 14, 15, and 16, steps to the 17th tee in a tie. Now, here's what
birdies for Furyk.
What did I just say?
Bogeys.
Sorry, he had bogeyed 2 in a row, then 3 straight birdies to put
You say
himself in a
birdies.
tie. Excuse
Right.
me. He had birdied 3 straight holes to catch
Cabrera. He's even with him.
But here's here's what's fascinating, okay? And if I need to find out exactly what the rules on this are, because if you're playing, I think you want to know what everyone else is doing at all times. I wonder, and I saw Dottie Pepper interview him on the course, and he said that his reasoning for hitting the driver was that he didn't usually hit it that far, and as a consequence, he didn't usually get into the really thick rough, which he wound up in on 17, which is why he wound up bogeying that hole, which cost him the U.S. Open. He winds up losing the U.S. Open by 1 stroke. That cost him the U.S. Open. But I wonder if he stepped to that hole thinking he needed to make a birdie.
Yeah, well, you know what? That scoreboard.
He didn't have to. All he has to do is par in.
You saw golfer after golfer peeking over at the scoreboard.
But can't you have a friend following the guy who's in front and giving you hand signals? Is that against the rules?
I'm going to say I find it hard to believe he didn't know what the score was.
Well, but then what? Then
I don't know.
That made no sense.
I don't know. And for those that may not know, if you didn't watch it, the 17th hole is only 306 yards. It reachable with a driver, but Furyk
par 4, we might add, because there's a 300-yard par 3 on the course.
I mean, Furyk even said, he in working with his brother had told him, be consistent with what you do, and that's don't go for that.
Right.
Don't be aggressive in that.
Big mistake.
And he's aggressive in that and goes in the bad, as Greeny said, goes in the bad rough, and he bogeys it and hands the lead to Cabrera, who, at times looked like a caged tiger. He looked so nervous and was missing 5-foot putts. And then he goes smoke one down the middle of the fairway and play, especially in the 18th hole, which is the hardest hole of the tournament. He pars it coming in and holds on to the lead and makes everybody catch him. When you have to make somebody catch you on that kind of a course that's playing that difficult, you're in good shape.
And then Tiger had ample opportunity. I mean, he has no one to blame but himself.
Absolutely right.
Tiger steps up to 17. All he needs is 1 birdie. He needs to play the last 2 holes 1 under, and you're not birdieing 18. So he needs to birdie 17. He hits a good tee shot in the bunker on the right-hand side, which is where you want to be.
You know he can reach 300 easily, and with his 3-wood, that's a perfect form. And he puts it in the bunker, the greenside bunker, which actually these guys hitting out of the bunker.
In the right side bunker. It's the right bunker to be in.
Johnny Miller said he should easily get within 10 feet and have a great look at a birdie putt.
Look, I mean, how many? That hole basically plays like a par 3 if you put it in that bunker.
Yep.
How many times do you see someone get up and down from that kind of a bunker? And now all of a sudden, you're tied going to 18,
right?
And we'll see how he winds up playing that. And I think I think there's every reason to think he would have parred the 18th hole as he wound up doing anyway, but it wasn't enough. And so Cabrera's sitting in the clubhouse in what looked like a bathroom. I don't know where they had him sitting. He's sitting in there. He's sitting in front of a sink. It looked like he was taking a shave or something like that while he was waiting to see what would happen. One way or another, Angel Cabrera sitting in there watches Furyk and Woods fail to catch him with really great opportunities to do it. And it is Cabrera. Don't cry for me, Argentina. On the weekend, Manu Ginobili wins an NBA championship, and Angel Cabrera from Argentina wins the U.S. Open.
How tough was this course? There were 8 rounds of under par. Cabrera had 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, give him the credit. He put himself in position. He started, he obviously wasn't badly, was leading this tournament at 2 over, and Cabrera was 5 over starting. What was he, 5 over or 4? 6 over, I think, because he ended up 5 over. So he was 6 over.
He was 6 over.
Starting the day, and he goes 1 over for the day. Badly, the guy who was playing in the last group with Tiger, I swear I felt bad for the guy. I literally felt he has a 2-stroke lead to start the tournament, and in the last group, he and Tiger Woods, he got 2-stroke lead on Tiger. He triple bogeys the first hole. After the first hole, he lost the lead. But for Tiger, this was much like the Masters. He's down in this one, And in the Masters, he's down. And early in that one, he has a lead. And early in this one, he has a lead. And he can't hold it.
The number remains intact, Mike. In the 12 majors that Tiger has won, he has had either the outright or a share of the lead going into the final day. He has never won a major in which he did not have at least a share of the lead going into the final day. Now, to me, that's just it's a fluky stat. It doesn't mean anything because, as you just pointed out, he has either had the lead or a share of the lead in both majors this year.
Yeah, he has.
And not held on to win.
He's now
he has no one to blame but himself. He had every chance to win that yesterday.
0-29, by the way, that stat is for when he doesn't have the lead after 54. But he had it here, and you're right. No one to blame but himself. Had every opportunity to get in this one.
Once again, it was a great turn. I loved it. I loved it. I had such a good time watching that
yesterday. I love it being hard like this. And then they said they thought, as high as 7 over could win the tournament, and they weren't far off of that. I mean, I love it when it plays that hard. I love it when the guys are struggling and have some issues or have to make those great shots. And congratulations to Cabrera.
Well, let's go back to Thursday morning. We were at Oakmont, and Andy North, sitting on our set, said 6 over par will be the winning score. Well, one guy beat 6 over par by a shot on Hel Cabrera, and he won by 1. So those guys, they know what they're talking about. Johnny Miller was terrific yesterday. Yeah. He's terrific yesterday. He is fun to listen to. It's just great. I love it. I love the final day of the U.S. Open. It makes for a great way to spend a Father's Day afternoon. We're Mike and Mike in the morning. We're just getting started. Very busy morning coming your way. And up next, we will tell you who's on pace to do something no one has ever come close to doing. In fact, he himself has been the closest. That's next. Mike and Mike in the morning.
ESPN Radio.